Hey guys, I'm Sonika. In today's photography tutorial, I'm going to answer a few of your questions that you have asked me about the Nikon Coolpix B500 and point and shoot photography in general. So let's get started. If you like my video guys, give me a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And now enjoy the video. Hey guys, I'm Sonika and once again it is Q&A time and we are gonna have a Q&A about the Nikon Coolpix B500 and point and shoot photography in general. I've taken the questions that you guys have asked me on my YouTube videos and which I felt that need to be answered on a video separately so that all your doubts are cleared and you don't need to ask them to me again and again. You have it in your mind. So without further ado, let's get into the Q&A. Chitransh Nayak asks, Hi Didi. Hello Chitransh. Nikon B500 में लेंस लगेगा क्या या नहीं? नहीं. You cannot attach an external lens to your B500 like the way you can with the mirrorless or DSLR camera. You have to rely on the inbuilt lens given with the camera. Robest asks, how can you change the shutter speed manually? You cannot directly change your shutter speed manually in the B500. You can only change your ISO. So by using the ISO, you can kind of influence the shutter speed in a way. Let me show you how. Here is my ISO at 125. And shutter speed is, now I go to the menu and change ISO to 1600. Now my shutter speed is increased. You may use the sports mode, or if you are shooting at night, you may try night portrait or night landscape mode. That may increase your ISO a bit and try to give you a fast shutter speed. Technical Ritik 06 asks how to blur option in B500. I get this question a lot, how to blur the background in the B500. And there are 4 ways how you can blur the background in any camera. Number 1, aperture. The lower your f number in the aperture, the more your lens opens up, the more background blur you will get. That's why we may prefer low apertures for portraits and high apertures for landscapes where we want the entire landscape to be in focus. In the B500, like the shutter speed, I cannot change the aperture manually, so I can change the ISO. Using the ISO, I'll kind of try to influence my aperture. If I keep my ISO the least 125, my lens is going to open up more, let in more light, so I will automatically get that blurry background. Now number 2 is focal length. The more focal length I have, the more background blur I will get. So if you zoom in a bit with your camera, you get some background blur in your images. Then increase the distance between the subject and the background and avoid having the subject pasted with the background. The closer the camera is to the subject, the more blurry the background is going to be. If you want to know in more detail about these techniques and how you can blur the background, I've made a separate tutorial guys, you can check it out right here and also with the link down below. Product Mix Vlogs asks, Nikon B500, is it able to add an extra microphone at the top? No, you cannot add an external microphone on top of the camera like you can in a DSLR or other point and shoot cameras with the B500. So you have to rely on the internal microphone of the camera, or you can edit your sound later in post-production. I used to do that and it used to help. Or you can buy a separate microphone like the one we see in weddings and all, singers singing that way. You can use that. Rofi Cam asks, Hi Sonika. Hi Rofi Cam. I hope you can show me how I can know the battery level in the B500. On the screen, there is an indication here of the battery level. If it comes to half, please replace your batteries so that you can avoid having interruptions in between of your shoot. Mario asks how to shoot in RAW on my B500 or at least close to RAW. No, you cannot shoot in RAW in the B500. You can only shoot in JPEG. The highest resolution of the JPEG is 4608 by 3456 pixels, so you can use that and that will be a good image quality. Shivam Singh asks, is the Nikon Coolpix B500 stopped selling? Yes, the camera has been discontinued by Nikon, so you may not find it online on any e-commerce website, but it may still be available at local Nikon camera stores. So your question may be, why am I making videos about a camera that has long been discontinued and does not sell in the market? That's because many people still have it, they've been using it, or they buy it from the local stores, or they buy it second hand and they are keen to know about the settings and the controls. So I decided to continue making videos on the B500. I could have switched to another camera like the B600 or any other Nikon camera or any point and shoot for that matter, but I decided to keep it going because you guys give me so many good views on the camera. To be very honest, you guys watch it and many people have like messaged me on Instagram and on my commented on my videos that they have found it useful and they're clicking pictures with their cameras. They send me those pictures, which I really admire, guys. Thank you so much for all your love, and since you guys are keen to watching, I'll make those videos. And yeah, if you have the camera, you must know how to use it. And anyway, the B600, B700, all the different Coolpix and point and shoot cameras that are there almost have the same settings and controls. So if I can show you something with the B500, you can definitely follow it on your B600 or A1000. So hopefully that will be the case and I'll continue making. Drive with Soul asks, so what should I buy, Nikon A900 or Nikon B500? I am a big fan of the A900. It has also been discontinued by Nikon. They keep discontinuing the good cameras, I guess. But it is way better than the B500. If I would have known about the A900, I would have gone for that and not the B500. And that's because it gives me 20 megapixel image resolution. B500 gives me 16 megapixel. It has a manual mode, so I can control my ISO, shutter speed and aperture there without any problem. It has a fully articulating screen, so it's very useful for vlogging and taking selfies. It has 4K video recording capacity. It has 35x optical zoom. B500 has 40x, so it's not much of a difference. So yeah, the A900 is definitely better than the B500. Tim asks, on my B500 I can only zoom to the first white line on the top of the display. When you zoom with the B500, here is the indicator. As I zoom, this slider goes to the right. Here you can see that the slider is not going beyond this point. If you are getting this problem, go to the menu, setup menu, digital zoom and turn it on. Now the slider and zoom will go all the way to the maximum reach. Rajesh asks, हम Nikon B500 में timer set करके photo कैसे click कर सकते हैं? In order to set a timer, you can press the button to the left of OK. You can set the timer to 2, 5 or 10 seconds. So if I set a 10-second timer, my Nikon B500 will click 10 seconds after I click the shutter release button. So guys, I hope I answered your questions correctly and this video helped you. And in case it did, give me a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have still more questions about the B500 and wanna ask me that. I think I missed them, so please comment your questions and I'll try to answer all of them. And share this video with your friends and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also turn on the bell icon to be notified whenever I post new videos. Here is my previous Q&A of the Nikon Coolpix B500. Please go check it out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos every Wednesday on my channel. Bye.